So I've been using these new CMF by Nothing CMF Headphone Pros for a bit now, and I have some thoughts.
Right away, I was pretty impressed with the overall durability of these headphones. They are quite durable in terms of the overall build. They're also very comfortable. They're more comfortable, I think, personally, than the Nothing Headphone ones. And I think, given the durability here, they'll probably outlast a pair of the Nothing Headphone ones, which are much more expensive. You also have the removable cushions. You also can adjust and easily slide these to adjust to the best fit. They swivel, they move very nicely. There's no creaks, no odd sounds or anything with these. They don't feel like they would be a cheaper set of headphones. They feel quite durable, like I mentioned, and they're holding up nicely so far. I think for most, these will hold up excellent over time. The cushions feel great. They don't get too hot. I found on the Nothing headphone ones, for example, those get quite hot wearing those throughout the day quite extensively, but these they stay pretty cool while in light or heavy usage. As I mentioned in my unboxing as well, I'm not a huge fan of the buttons. While it is nice that they're all easily accessible on here, it is a little bit annoying that they do feel very cheap. The volume rocker, for example, feels a little bit unnerving. I'm not sure how it will hold up in long-term usage. It is really nice though that it's super easy to pair these with the pairing button easily accessible here on the headphones.
We have to talk about the energy slider here. So overall, this energy slider does absolutely nothing for these, especially since you can adjust all the EQ in the Nothing app. This just Anytime I adjusted this, regardless of how I had it set up in the app for bass or treble, it just did not work. I didn't notice a single difference utilizing the energy slider. I don't know, maybe if you have them, if you noticed a difference, let me know in the comments. But again, I didn't notice a single difference in any music, any type of music when adjusting this energy slider. Given the fact that you can adjust the EQ and have custom EQ profiles in the Nothing app, it would have been really nice if this was just used to switch between maybe two or three of your favorite custom profiles based on the music you're listening to. This feature just isn't it. So if you see them advertising this energy slider and pushing all the hype towards this energy slider, just note that I don't think it does anything. And if you're curious in terms of the overall sound quality, if it changes anything, it to me didn't enhance, it didn't decrease the music quality, it just did nothing. It just slides. It's more of a fidget, more than more than a feature. So again, if you have these and you've noticed a difference, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe it's a faulty pair, but from my usage, I have noticed zero difference when using the energy slider.
I do appreciate the build. Honestly, I think CMF at least nailed the build quality overall and the overall hardware aesthetic. I love that the cushions are removable, unlike the more expensive Nothing Headphone 1. Would be nice to see them add that to the future Nothing headphones, especially given their costs. But it is nice to see that they're removable here. So I think over time, long term use in terms of the headphones themselves, again, maybe not the buttons, but the headphones themselves, I think will hold up quite nicely over a long extended period of time. And again, they are very comfortable to wear, even compared to many other headphones. Now, comparing these directly to the Nothing headphone ones, the CMF Headphone Pro, the naming alone throws me off having Pro in the naming scheme given the price points, the features, the overall lack of sound quality, and then comparing them directly, it's a totally different sound profile. Both of these sound vastly different. I'm not a huge fan of either, and I found cheaper headphones to sound much better than the CMF Headphone Pros.
As far as the ANC is concerned, using cheaper Soundcore or other headphone brands that have ANC as well, I found the ANC to be more consistent across the cheaper models compared to these. Now, ANC on here, it's not terrible. It's just it's not the best. It's kind of in the middle of most brands. And for the price point, I would hope it'd be a little bit more consistent in some environments like coffee shops that I noticed, as well as even at home sometimes. I've noticed some background noise still leaking into these. Again, not terrible, but not the best in terms of ANC specifically at the price point that they're at. I've certainly used a handful of other pairs that are much cheaper than these that offer more consistent, better ANC. Now in the box, like I said in my unboxing video, you do get this nice pouch, so you can just toss them in here and take them on the go. You also get a pretty nice 3.5 millimeter cable. I use this cable as well as a handful of other cables like USB-C to 3.5, for example. Those work just fine. Now, in terms of charging, it does not include a USB-C cable in the box to actually charge these. I'm guessing CMF saves some costs there, assuming most people have a USB-C cable. Totally fine. However, in terms of charging and battery life has been very inconsistent on these. A few days I would go about, 2, 3 hours using these between work calls, listening to music, and I got a wide variation in terms of battery. Some days it drained very quickly in those same 2 hours, 3 hours. And then some days it lasted a little bit longer, but I'm not getting the 100 hours that are praised in the advertising. Now, to get the 100 hours, there are, of course, stipulations there, like not using ANC and then having volume at like 50%, for example. So, with all that aside, I'm still not getting as great as battery life as I would have hoped, given the fact that they're really hyping up great, excellent battery with all the caveats below. So, just note that there might be some inconsistencies in the overall battery. Do I get a few hours out of them? Yes. And for me, that's plenty. But maybe if you're looking for some more longevity, maybe longer travels, and you're not able to quickly charge them on the go, these aren't going to be for you. So, overall, what are my thoughts on these? I, I have very mixed feelings about these. The build quality is nice. I mean, they're super durable. They feel pretty decent for their price point. However, they don't sound anywhere near as good as I would think or hope for the price point that they're at. Maybe if these were like 40 US dollars, these might be a solid buy, but at their current price, I feel like you're not getting the same value you'll get from cheaper headphones from other brands. Now, comparing it directly to Nothing's Nothing Headphone One, these are much better value because I think those are also overpriced overall, but I'm just not happy with the sound quality. I'm definitely not happy with the microphone quality of these. Using these for like work or personal calls, these have been not great at all. But in terms of the overall sound quality, it's just kind of meh. And then again, in terms of the feature set, I mean, it's pretty basic. And to me personally, I don't think I could recommend these unless you can find a really great deal, maybe 50% off. These just unfortunately really aren't for me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you pick these up? Do you have any other questions specifically about these? If you're thinking about picking these up, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.